everything was clean and now it's a mess again. But hopefully within a few hours, everything will have moved around.
Just when looking at you, open up my eyes, and I'll stay with you forever all the time. And I'm stepping out to leave it all behind. I'm confident your love will be my sight. Just when looking at you, open up my eyes, and I'll stay with you forever all the time. And I'm stepping out to leave it all behind. I'm confident your love will be my sight.
Okay, update. I am currently in the middle of moving around all my furniture. So basically, my desk is right in the middle of the room right now. And again, there is stuff everywhere because I had to take things out to move things. And, you know, got the canvas off the wall because I need to move my bed.
Cool. You know the jungle has its rules, and I just gotta keep it cool. And I'll be treated like a tool, so don't be acting like a fool. Look at you sobbing like a moon, tryna get everybody's cool. Go ahead and drop into the pool.
So when you're moving things, if you have carpet, you will notice that because furniture is typically heavy, it indents the carpet. So here you can see there's marks. So I've already vacuumed it. I could vacuum it more, but that's the best way that I know anyway to try and bring the carpet back to normal. And that's what my mom has always done, so I guess that's just why I know to do it. But anyway, when you're moving stuff, if you want to help your carpet along, vacuum it. And also, as you saw before, when you're moving stuff, take the drawers out of your dressing table or dresser or desk, whatever it is, because that will make it easier for you to move, especially if you're by yourself and you don't have anyone to help you. It's really easy to move when there's no drawers and things. Also, if you have things that are likely to fall over, take them off. Take them off. Because they're just going to fall over and probably crash and possibly break. So, avoid that. Take out your drawers, take off things that are likely to fall, and vacuum your carpet.
Do better for yourself. Do better for yourself. Do better for yourself.
So, I don't know what time it is exactly, but I finally finished and I really like it. It definitely feels different and that's exactly what I needed. I needed change. I'm sure it'll change over time. So, update. It did change and I knew that it probably would, but it's been a few days later and just over time I've just made small adjustments here and there to better suit my lifestyle, and I think that's things that you have to wait until you actually live in the space to know what you need and what you like as well. So really, the one thing that I don't like about this room is these curtains here. I'm grateful to have curtains, first of all, because in Los Angeles we just had basically pieces of paper. Okay, it was a curtain, but it was really thin, so it let in basically all the sun, and the sun was directly facing my roommate's room as well, so it let in so much sunlight, which was pretty, but at the same time it made our room extremely hot. So here I have really thick curtains that keep out the weather, but it's just the pattern that it just makes my room feel really girly. And honestly, what I've tried to do with this room is make it as least girly as possible, because I wanted something kind of neutral, but I guess it's still feminine in that sense. But yeah, the curtains are just kind of old as well. Yeah, as I said, I'm grateful for what I have. It's just, if I was designing my own room, I wouldn't have those curtains. But anyway, so here it is. This is when you first walk in the room. I've just got maps and posters and things from travel. If you know, you know where they are. This is the room in general. So and okay, honestly, this desk looks so not minimalist because I just have stuff everywhere. But honestly, these sticky notes are just exactly what I need for me. And even though it might just look like clutter, honestly, this is just my way of expressing and just living life. Because I am the type of person that gets so many random thoughts here and there, whatever I'm doing. Just ideas pop into my mind, or I see a quote that really stands out to me, and I need to write it down, because if I don't write it down, then I guess there's just too much going on in my head. But also they're really great ideas that if I don't write it down, I'll probably forget, and then you just lose out on all that creativity, honestly. But that's just how my brain works. So I found that having those pads of sticky notes there, it just really helps me to just keep moving forward as I work and as I just go about life. And then sometimes I'll be useful and then I'll make use of it and then throw it out, or I'll stick it up somewhere, or I'll keep it on a notice board somewhere. But in general, they were given to me for my 18th birthday, but then I've just been using them for years now because it's just really helpful to have it there, even though it would be easier to... Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is, minimalists would probably say, oh yeah, just keep it tucked away in a drawer to keep the space clean. And yes, I would prefer the look of having things neat and tidy, but at the same time, it just interrupts my creative process, or just in general, the way I best function in life. So I really need them right there, just so when I have a thought, I can just write it down. So that's, I think, in that sense, minimalism is holding on to what is of value to you and what adds value to your life. So I don't think we have to go by what we think is the right way to do things, or go by what everyone else is doing. It's about finding what's right for you and then letting go of all the things that don't add value, and that's kind of how it works. But obviously I'm not an expert in this, I'm still learning. and also I think minimalism is just a principle that I want to apply to my life and to incorporate, but it's not something I want to be defined by, and it's not a cult. But not for me, at least, anyway. This also I would like to have clean, but it's... And here, I'm looking at getting a pin board or a whiteboard or something, just so that I can put all my random ideas here for design work and things as well. But at the moment, I've just had to blue tack things to the wall because I don't have a board yet, and so that also makes it look more cluttered, but that's okay. And then just more random reminders of things that are important to see every day, and just things that are points of reference for what I'm doing. But anyway, that sounded really vague and confusing, but it makes sense in my head. And oh my gosh, this is my favorite. Okay, this is a doorstop, which I love, but anyway, I love this setup here. I've had this suitcase since, I don't know how old I was, but since I was a kid. My auntie and uncle gave it to me as a present, and I always just used it as storage, but now I realized, why I just use it for storage? It just adds to the whole look of what I was going for. So now it serves as more of a decoration, which also I think decorations aren't necessarily a bad thing if you're going for a more minimalist life. I think it's about finding the small decorations that have meaning and significance to you, and that I think it's okay to have things that look pretty, but yeah, just not getting too cluttered with that, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I've got my corsages there, which I don't know why I kept them. I guess I just can't bear to throw them out. I have another one that's on the desk, but I think they also add to the look. I'm liking the whole plant feel now. Mainly dried flowers, I guess, is my thing at the moment. But with the terrariums, that will add some actual life to it. So I don't know if I'm going to build them, because actually I really like how it looks just as the glass and metal frame. But we'll see where life takes me. But that's, I guess, the short story of this room, is that we'll see where life takes me. It's probably going to evolve, just like everything in life. I don't know why I'm applying such philosophical ideas to a room, but I am. I tend to do that. I overthink things a lot in general. But yeah, the room will probably evolve. It has been the past week or two that I've been back. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. I just need to have good habits in the sense of keeping things clean, because it's easy to just leave things everywhere and say, oh yeah, I'll do that later, but then it just, everything gets messy again. So I want to try and keep it in a state of cleanliness if possible. But yeah, okay, I'm actually done this time.